Welcome everyone, Arm Wrestling on Neutral Ground. My name is Ray. I'm gonna be your moderator if needed, but the host of the show, Janis Amolins, as well as Engin Terzi, and our guest today is none other but Sarah Backman. I think the biggest star in women's arm wrestling in the world. How you doing, Sarah? How you doing?
Great. I'm great. I'm happy to be on the show. Thank you for having me.
Good. So Engin, take over.
Yeah. Did you hear what she said about herself? Can you believe how much she is in love with herself? I'm great. I'm great. She was just joking.
Yeah, but that's actually very important to be happy with yourself.
How are you? I'm great.
That's important in sport, and arm wrestling it's individual sport, and we all are.
She didn't mean that. She didn't mean that. I have never heard her saying such thing about herself. Yeah, she's usually underestimating herself. Usually.
She's living now in USA, so you somehow learn all this American.
Little bit of Travis Bagent rubs off on you, you know. A little bit of Travis.
Yeah, the mindset is different here for sure when it comes to confidence, and yes, I know what you're talking about being European, but I will never be like that. Never.
Never be like what?
Too confident.
Like, confident, cocky, speak shit. I much rather show with action or,
Yeah. But I think it's up to people, In North America, you also have people like Rambert, John Brezink. These people you never see, that they are like, they are very, very humble people. Very humble people. Yeah. Is Sarah Backman frozen or okay?
No.
Only to me.
Only for you.
Yeah.
Only for you.
I mean the video for a moment, yeah. So how are you doing, Sarah? You gonna go training in 2 hours?
Yes. I have arm wrestling training today, this afternoon. So getting ready for that. What could be a better, pre-workout than this? Speak with you guys.
How is your shoulders, Sarah?
Shoulder's good. I have no pain. I've been cleared for almost, I would say, 3 months-ish now. I'm training normally, but the strength that I have in my left is not there yet. I'm not on the same level with it.
What percentage are you
now? I'm training. I'm pain-free. Percentage, I would say probably 55-ish, because I can only go back with it.
Not the sideway, yeah?
I tore my subscapularis, which is the rotator cuff that goes in like an arm wrestling motion. So that was torn, and I'm a little scared to go in there. But I used light cable work, but I don't dare to do any arm wrestling like that yet. I only go backwards. So I'm gonna develop a mean top roll. I'm telling you this. So that's good.
And when do you think that you will be ready for a serious competition?
Well, I'm competing with it in 2 weeks here in Florida in a women's class. I think I'm ready for that. But as far as that high level, I would say next year, 2021.
But arm wrestling is already legal, already open in USA. It's because here it's just like you can train, but
or is it underground?
Compete. Or it's underground.
It's underground. But I'm not very secretive with it, because I put posts and videos and stuff. But I haven't stopped. Every week I took a chance to go to practice, and if I was going to be pulled over by, police or whatever, I was just going to say, I need to arm wrestle. I was taking a risk every week by doing that. But I'm when you're so motivated, nothing else matters really.
Oh yeah.
Merhaba Emir.
He doesn't hear you. Show double biceps.
Ow.
Wow. New generation is growing.
He's not so much in desire with arm wrestling, so I will not force him unless he wants me to, But
he's still young. It's for strength sport. It's still a lot of time, and you can start in your teen time. Yeah.
I just try to push him a little bit only, so that if a few years later he changes his mind and one of the arm wrestle, he won't be late to develop while he's now growing. Sorry for changing the subject, Yeah, he just wanted to say hello.
Anyway, it should be great genetics because both of you and Sigita as well have good genetics for arm wrestling, and
the spirit is important.
Yes.
This is the spirit that pushes you to your limits. It's your personality that if you have desire, you can push the limits. If you don't have desire, you sit there. Nothing is gonna happen. So Sarah, left arm is it? I heard that Glatkaya is going to come to Wild. Was she coming for you for left arm match?
No. I don't think she's interested.
I think it was Malin Kleinschmidt.
Oh, Malin.
Yes. Malin, right arm, yes.
Right
but there was kind of an invitation openly that me and Glatkaya left arm later this year, but she hasn't said anything, so I don't know what's going on with that.
But she said yes for Malin right arm.
Yes. They have a contract, yes.
It was supposed to happen right before lockdown. It was supposed to happen.
In the first stage of
601.
601. It had happened. Yeah.
Yes.
Sarah, I would like to, because you're probably or actually you are most popular woman arm wrestler on the planet. If we look to social networks, Instagram, Facebook, it's no doubt. But many maybe don't know how much really you have achieved in sport. So you could give us some maybe how many times you have won World, WAF, European, Zloty, all those numbers.
Yeah, before she answers, before she answers, I want to add, she is like Devon Lara's female version for social media and the popularity,
Yeah, and if you will forget something or say something wrong, Engin's gonna tell you the right number. Yeah.
Exactly.
100% he knows. 100% he knows. 100%.
If I say what I think now, Sarah is gonna get upset, so I'm not gonna say about this what you said. No. What I'm just saying that, okay, should I say, Sarah? Promise you are not gonna get upset.
I don't know what you're gonna say, but
I'm gonna say that I am not following female arm wrestling as much as I am following the male arm wrestling. So if you miss something, don't trust me. I may not remember either. I'm sorry.
I know you were speaking.
I want to say openly that you are my favorite female arm wrestler about technical ability. A woman that is arm wrestling with the wrist like men does. Okay, just tell us.
Okay, so I only arm wrestled really for 5 years before I left the sport when I was 20 years old. So during that time, I became Swedish champion, I think 10 or 12 times, something like that. And European champion 8 times and world champion 8 times and slotted tour 4 times.
So you including junior and senior, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's
how many times you senior?
Yeah. 4 times senior.
4 times senior. Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Yeah.
But what's cool is that it was always equal. So I have, forward right arm, forward left arm. It was always like that, always even. 1 year it was right arm, but one time I fouled out in the final in Kazakhstan World Championship. I fouled out, so I could have been 9-9, because I had her, and then that still hurt in my heart.
It's final against who it was? Glatkaya.
It was Glatkaya.
Yeah, Kazakhstan 2011. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Yeah, it hurts, when you have him and a little bit, it's been what 10 years, 9 years. It's still, I think about it and I want to cry, but it's okay. We learn from it.
What should happen? You should have been patient a little bit or careful more, huh?
Careful more.
Yeah, especially if
you
you feel
stay
that you are
there.
stronger.
You stay there.
Yeah, just stay there and wait, huh? Patient.
I know that.
Especially
I knew in my heart.
if you have already one pal, right?
Yes. I should have just stayed because it was hard for her. But you have panic. You do what you think you must do, and then you fuck up. But it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. Last year you won your I don't know which fourth or third Zloty Tour title. It was
okay.
Yeah. Did you count? Did you count it as well, or?
No, because I only told you about before I quit arm wrestling.
Or it was too easy and not really to to count as well.
You basically did it with one arm tied. Basically did it with one arm tied. Yeah.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah, like that. Yeah, it's fun. I'm happy they let me. Because I made it all the way there.
What's a secret of Swedish woman arm wrestling strength? Because Sweden, okay, it's not small country, but still, if we compare with number of people living there, it's not so much. And there, I would say, not the strongest, or maybe even the strongest woman arm wrestling team in the world. With you, with Malin Bergstrom, Malin Kleinschmidt. Fia, Felicia,
Heidi Anderson,
Heidi Anderson, and many others like Sarah Nyberg. Yeah. You can name so many names. Ellen.
Ellen.
Yes. Well, the reason we have a lot of female arm wrestlers to begin with is because women in Sweden are so damn independent. We are raised like that you can take care of yourself, you can be strong, like this. That's how we're raised by our mothers, like I was. And if you're strong, it's just considered, of course you're strong. Like, here you gotta, in America, it's like the mindset about women, like men should go to work. Here is very accepted, that mothers stay at home, take care of their house, like that. I don't know about other parts in the world, but in Sweden, it's not like that. It's always, you got to be strong. So that transfers to the athlete aspect too, I think. But also, once you get into the arm wrestling in Sweden, if you go to a competition, in any given weight class, there's 10 girls, and you can't relax because we're all forcing each other to be better all the time. If I relax, somebody's gonna beat me. That's how it always was, and there's always competitions too every month somewhere. So, and you always want to be better than last time. So automatically we just force each other to be better because we're so many girls there arm wrestling, and it's incredible. I'm so proud of this, really, how Sweden has so many talented and strong female arm wrestlers.
Yeah. I have been many times in Sweden to do some trainings and seminars, and Engin have been as well. We went together. And it's very, very often those times that there are more girls in those trainings than men and boys, and that that energetic level of this woman arm wrestling, I would say they are hungry for arm wrestling. They are crazy. They want to prove themselves.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I've seen it never anywhere else. So And one more thing, what I think is why arm wrestling in Sweden is you have so good all those generations, and you always have some good examples and other role models to look for. It's already for a few decades. Women arm wrestling is strong, and new girls have good examples to learn and get better and stronger.
Yes, and always helping each other. I would say we help each other in all world. Here too, but in Sweden, like when I came in, like Malin was my coach at the time, and she took me under her wings, and she believed in me, and we support each other. It's so important to have that.
Through all those years, who has been your biggest rival, biggest opponent, or
So, Glaskaya maybe?
Yeah.
Or
yes.
Or maybe Glaskaya, you see.
Yeah. Because Irina was a little bit in higher weight class, and then Irina, maybe Sarah would catch her, but I think that, Sarah never reached her prime, really prime. She left so early. And I think she met Irina's prime while it was not even her prime. I believe that, Irina was still better and stronger usually for Sarah, when they meet, but generally.
Makeyeva Irina.
Yeah, Makeyeva, yeah. But I believe that if Sarah would have stayed in the sport, I am sure that, there would be some problems or you have beaten her once in somewhere, Sarah?
No,
Yeah.
never. Yes,
but Heidi has wins against her.
Heidi did in USA 2010. Heidi did.
But that's the thing. I always beat Heidi with left arm, always, and very close many times with right arm. So I know in the right time, in the right moment, in the right mindset, right leading up to it, anything can happen, Irina Makeyeva had 2 terrible days when she met, Heidi, so she was just the right person for the job at the time, but oh my God, like I get like chills when if I ever look at these videos or whatever. I was there, she beat Makeyeva. It was amazing, what she has done for the sport. And it was first left arm in Vegas 2010, and she was pregnant. Heidi was pregnant.
Yes.
And she pulled up in a heavier weight class when she was not heavy at all. She was still like 70 kilo, but she pulled in
80,
she pulled in 70 actually, because Makeyeva was in 70. Yes, but
maybe that.
But how she beat Makeyeva in left, it still like blows my mind. But then, the next day in the right arm, Makeyeva had a bandage on her arm. Maybe she had an injury, but then 6 months or 1 year later in Kazakhstan, she beat her in right arm. Like, it's
before you, Heidi was my favorite arm wrestler for a long time. She's still, my favorite arm wrestler. But as a current one, you are the my favorite arm wrestler. Of course, there are some other greats too. Ilyushina is a master, technical master. She is. Yeah. Also, Makeyeva and Egle. Egle is also arm wrestling at men's quality about the hand control.
I know.
I
know, and her arm size and just her entire presence is just overwhelming, really. So it's incredible.
New queen is Gabriela. Irina left the sport, and I think that Egle doesn't pull anymore, and looks like she is the number 1 now, Gabriela. But I don't know how she would do with left arm with Sarah, because they pull right arm. But I saw Gabriela even winning 1 match against Egle Zloty. What was it, 2017?
Yes, it was 2017. Yeah. In qualification.
Super fast. Yeah. Yes.
There is another one that just for a long time she's pulling, like very close to legend status, is the Lucia. That she has been there for like many years. She's still going, winning or taking second. Fighting for the gold. She's another one. Yeah.
I heard you talk about Debnarova.
Yes.
Slovakian. Slovakian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She never stops. Oh my God. Yeah. She's always there.
Yeah, she's a warrior. Yeah, she's a warrior. Yeah, and I think that Neil mentioned in one of the last episodes that we were doing, the presence of greatness. I think she said she is going to set Egle versus Gabriela this year.
Where?
But Egle is not active anymore.
But she
what
said
do you know about?
She accepted. He said that she accepted. Egle is professional enough to get in form. She pulled. Forever. I remember her from 2001 Worlds in Italy.
2001 she won when she was 15, I think. She won.
I don't know how old she was.
15. But, she won senior Worlds that time. Yeah.
Yeah, and 20 years I have been seeing her. And I am sure even if she didn't train for 1 year, she comes probably in 6 months she will be right there. sometimes even it is better to take some time off from the sport and you are all recovered, you know. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
As
Very
much as I have
cool.
heard about
Yeah, I'm dying for this
Egle,
match.
as much as I have heard about Egle, she is still physically active and she's maybe not active in arm wrestling, not motivated. She didn't compete last year in WAF, but anyway, and she has been working as a police officer, I know, and
She is a policeman, a policewoman.
A policewoman. Yeah, she's like how it's in English. She's I must know maybe a road officer or she's
You mean like traffic police or?
Yeah, like she can. So if you will drive in Lithuania and she will stop you, it's you're in trouble.
And then you show your forearm and you can pass.
She's like,
no need.
If you can beat her in arm wrestling, it's okay. She will let you drive.
Then many people has to go back.
No.
That's fun.
Sarah, you could if you could name your best 3 matches of your career in arm wrestling.
Against Heidi Anderson, 2010 Swedish Nationals, right arm. Very deep hook for like a minute, and I was like throwing up. It was like right here, and it was black in my head, and I was fighting for my life. It was amazing, but I lost. But it was a great match because I held Heidi for so long in a deep hook, but I just physically could not hold on any longer. So that's number 1. Number 2 would be the following year, Kazakhstan, with Irina Gladkaya, because she won left arm with the foul. I fouled out, but then the next day I won right arm. But it was hook, deep hook both days. And number 3 would be against Gabby in 2012 in Arm Wars. A very nice match with her. Left arm was kind of easy, like that, but the right arm was a war. She beat me one time, but there was deep hook again. I love when you fight. I love to win clean, nice, technical, boom, finish. It's my favorite, but I also love to really
usually we remember the matches that they are hard, and then we hardly won, usually. Or hardly lose, as you said, against Heidi.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. It's the best feeling. You went to war, and you fight for it, and you earned it. Even if I lost, it's still with me 10 years later, that feeling. And how I blacked out, and I was like, no, it's great.
When you win fast, the only time you remember your past match as one of the best, only if you beat a very, very big name, then you remember that, because the name is big, but not the match is so great, But, if the name is not so great, but still it has to be great, and you have a top war, and then that is considered as one of the best matches in the career.
Yes.
And this guy...
I have one more favorite match. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, 2010, Nemirov. And I was like 5 or 7 kilos heavier than Ilyushina Victoria from Ukraine. But she was, the champion for so many years. But and she beat me in the qualification. And then I come to the final, 6 hours later-ish. And I beat her. Where did that come from? That was a big shock. I didn't expect. I always believed in myself. I'd never go to a competition and think, oh, I'm gonna lose. No, I go to war. I'm gonna give my all, and I did, and I won.
Okay, how did you lose the first match? How did you lose the first match, and how did she top roll you?
Qualification, she top rolled me very easy in the morning.
And how did you beat her? You hook her?
Yes, we slipped, and it was strapped, and we're in here again. That I love to be, and we're in here, and I'm here. But then I take her over, and then she was tired, and I was tired too because I had to beat her 2 times in the,
How long did it take?
I would say maybe 40 35, 40 seconds, something like that.
Oh, for a woman-female hook match is very, very big volume. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
Yes, but that was also memorable because I was 18, you know, and I was like, I'm actually good at this, you know, and that made me believe in myself, and then be more motivated to be better, you know.
Can I ask you something? Which year you were born?
1991.
In 2012, you were 18? Maybe 21.
Wait. This was 2010.
Okay. Well, then 19, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah. But I'm born late December, so yeah. But
okay.
anyways,
18,
19, something like that. Yeah.
And Sarah, what was the reason for you when you left arm wrestling for a few years, when you had this break in sport?
Yes. Okay. So I was just fed up, you know. Okay. So I'm very obsessive with things. So it's all or nothing. Like now, arm wrestling consume every minute of my day now since last year, and I love it. It's who I am, and I had done that for so long and traveled and whatever, and I'm gonna take a vacation and go to LA, you know. So I was just booking a one-way trip to LA in 2013 in the beginning of the year, and I'm gonna take a little time off from arm wrestling, and I'm living the life. I'm relaxing. I'm just having a good time. And somebody approached me and said, "Hey, do you want to do a tryout for WWE? You know, the pro wrestling?" And I said, "Sure." And I got hired right away. And they said, "Okay, well, here's the contract. You know, we had to work on the visa and stuff. We expect you to start later this year. You have to move to Florida for this. And one more thing, you can no longer do arm wrestling." And it was hard, you know, I was thinking about it and whatever, but I was willing to take the chance to try something new because I was only 21, and I felt like I hadn't accomplished everything I wanted in arm wrestling. I had still big names to beat. But at the time, I was like, no, I'm okay. You know, I'm going to try something new. And I did. And real quick, the WWE was not for me. You know, I was not happy. But then that took me elsewhere, and, you know, relationships, and I stayed in America. I got married, you know, and just kind of drifted away from it because, again, I'm so freaking obsessive. I know what it takes to be high, like elite in the sport. I know what it takes, and I know that I cannot have a super happy working marriage and be that. I'm very envious of y'all and everybody that have this beautiful marriages and kids and still be. I don't know how to balance that because I go in so hard so I was just gonna skip arm wrestling and focus on this now and see what happens with my life. And so that's where we're at. But all this time I missed arm wrestling terribly, you know, and I trained a little bit here and there, but not serious. And I gained a lot of weight and I just stopped caring really and lost myself eventually. And in 2017 there, I was like, I need to do something with my life. You know, I need to, you know, what do I do? And I tried everything. I got educated in America. Like I got different jobs. I tried different things. I tried other hobbies but nothing ever felt like arm wrestling did. And I was like, I'm just going to go back to arm wrestling, I think. So I started to train, but nowhere near as serious. I would train maybe 3 or 4 times a week instead of 3 or 4 times a day, you know? So I know that this is kind of where I want to put the level for right now. I'm not ready to go 100% because a lot will be sacrificed. And I did a couple competitions, and went well, but still didn't feel right. And then last year when WAL called and said, "Hey, do you want this match with Gabby?" I was like, fuck yes, I need something like this. I need something like this to kickstart me. You know, I can't just half-ass anymore, So it was exactly what I needed, No matter what the outcome of that match, it was going to be my new beginning, and it happened, and it went how it did, and now I'm, I'm happy about it too, because now I'm, motivated. I have a target. It's great, really.
You have target, and so maybe if you said you have target, what's your next aim? Maybe we will see you in WAF, maybe WAL, maybe somewhere else.
Yeah. Right now I'm a free agent. I'm just working on myself, and my left arm is really good. I would say it's really good, but it's getting better. And I'm still working. Obviously, I want to be really good with my right too, and because most action in the world happens with right arm, unless you have a specific super match and somebody accept, But yeah, I'm so ready to get back.
Yeah, I wanted to say, when we saw you in Zloty, it doesn't matter what day it was, what time it was, you were so happy. We could see that you missed everything. You missed the competition, you missed the people, you missed the community and everything. Every time we saw you, just like huge smile on your face, and you felt so good. And it's great to have you back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I agree.
thank you. Nice, so nice.
about trainings, I have heard that you lately worked together with Russian coach Ivan Dobrorezov, or it wasn't really true. No. I heard.
I wonder who said that. But no, we worked a little bit together 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
3 years ago, before my super match with Canadian Heidi Cordner. So we worked together for 3 months, and I did his training, and it's very arm wrestling specific, but no, I don't work with him now.
Not anymore. Okay. So it was back then.
Yeah.
Right now, your training plan, you making your own? Someone helps you?
Well, Engin have helped me, believe it or not, a little bit. Amazing support, really. But I'm working more now with someone.
Cool.
Yes. He's not very, famous in the arm wrestling world, maybe like that, but he's incredibly smart, and I worked with him since January. And
who you said? I didn't hear the name.
His name is Samuradi. It's the name of my coach now. And we're seeing great results. He programs every day for me, except for one day I get to do freely. But 6 days a week, 5 days a week is his. And then I get to do whatever I want. I get to play around. I do deadlift if I want, things like that.
And it's arm wrestling specific workout, or it's more general?
Only arm wrestling. Only arm wrestling. Yeah. So one day would be wrist, the next day biceps, the next day top roll, then hook, like that. And like it's just rotating.
Separated muscle group.
Yes. Yes. And then I do table time 2 times a week too. So it adds up. It's only for 5-6 months now. It's all I've been doing. So great results. I never trained like this before. Before it was always a day would be like cardio in the morning, midday would be powerlifting, at night arm wrestling specific or bodybuilding. It was always like that at all. Now I'm going away more and more from powerlifting. I love that, but I'm not serious about it anymore. Bodybuilding, I've completely laid off. The high rep for pump, I don't do that for so long. I can't even remember when I did it last time. It's just hand and this, and it's gonna be great.
Someday. Would you wish that I train you, prepare you one time to a tournament?
Oh my god! It's a dream.
Yeah, because yeah, like like you are arm wrestling so good, you have the potential that it would be like good, that if it wouldn't be so great only for you, but also for me too, like it would be like it is, Janis also would know that, Janis, when you see someone that has potential, and like you enjoy more, or that like train the person, because you can transfer everything you have to that person, because that person has the desire and mind and the spirit and the skill and everything. You are like okay, like you have everything like there, like it's like those ingredients of making a cake, you understand? Everything is there, you just need to make the cake, nothing is missing there, it's just like this. Yeah.
Yes. No, and I would love soon to go to Turkey and train with you. That's a dream, Oh my God.
We're gonna have left arm super match.
Exactly. So what's your weight now? You're 90 kilo. 90 kilo, yes. I'm 80.
Come on, don't make excuses already. Come on, just
okay.
What is your weight? I will drop there. What are you now? 77?
All right.
What's 77 are you?
Today I'm 80, but I have to weigh. I compete in 75 in 2 weeks, so tomorrow I start.
Okay. When you come here, make 80. I will be 80 as well, and you will have no excuse. When I beat you.
Okay. All right.
Engin was 65 in 2 years.
There are
so it's no big problem. Yeah, he can be 65.
There are some people, haters out there. They are all time writing negative things. Just okay. Those guys, I'm telling you. This is only a joke. Don't go there, right? That Engin challenge a girl and he's trying to beat her or something. It's a joke, Just guys, calm down, haters, calm down. Yeah,
it's not a joke.
No, I know.
Okay, Okay, now I will ask you, what is your biggest dream in arm wrestling? Probably to be overall number 1 in the world, or beating Makieva, or beating Gabriela. No, Makieva.
Of course. That surpasses when I say I want to be the best. So when I'm the best, the overall champion, I have beaten all of them. I know that Makieva, she's retired. Maybe I will never have a chance to beat her, but if this happens in the next 5 years.
Young. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. But if this happens, at the time being, if I were to beat, Gabby and whoever, there's a lot of very nice, up and comers in the in WAF. I see in the heavyweight class. We cannot sleep on them. They're incredible, strong and hungry. So, but anyways, yes, my dream is to be the overall best, at least with one arm.
I will ask you something, but don't be political when you're answering. Just be yourself and tell. Okay, if you just think that everyone is active at their best shape, how would you rank top 5 women with right arm and left arm? If everyone is their best.
Okay. So I would put in right arm, I would put Makieva. Yes. Irina Makieva first, then Egle, then Gabi, and then there's a Kazakh girl in the in the heavyweight category. I don't know, Lishinskaya, something like that. Yeah, she's incredible. And
a healthy Sarah can be fifth.
Heidi. Heidi. We can't forget her. I think Heidi would come before Gabby. So it would be Makieva, Egle, Heidi, Gabby, and then Lishinskaya, or however you say her name.
What is the heaviest form of Heidi that you ranking her above Gabriela, beating Gabriela? Maybe both at 70 kilo. But do you think that she can beat 80 kilo Gabriela? You think?
Yeah. Yes.
You think?
I don't see.
I don't see. Just my opinion. Yeah. Maybe in same weight.
Yeah,
Yeah, but when Gabi is 80 kilo and ID is 70 kilo, I just can't see. I mean, every time I share my opinion, people are okay. Like, why is Engin sharing his opinion? You know, they should only ask the opinion of the guest. I mean, just those guys. Please don't watch me when I'm here. Okay.
Right. Yeah. No, that's that's totally cool. But Heidi's incredible. Like I believe she have a mindset that is very unique. And that plays a big part to how things go. And her tendon is so freaking seasoned and strong, and she have an angle that's here. It's not King's move or anything, but she has a lock, like a bone lock, that's incredible. That's just what I think.
Okay, so according to you, first is Irina, and the second is Egle, and the third is Heidi, fourth is Gabriela, and the fifth is the Kazakh girl.
Yes.
Yes. So, and you are saying that Heidi also would beat the Kazakh girl, the heavyweight girl. And what is your top 5? Yeah, you said this. Yeah, top 5, your left?
Top 5 left, it would be Egle. Me. Makeva. Gabi. And then the Kazakh girl again.
Yeah.